coldest temperatures in a decade, and 3 inches of snow couldn't keep Big Blue Nation on a Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky for this SEC matchup between Georgia and 14th ranked Kentucky. A couple of teams locked in second place in the SEC.
Be interesting to see the adjustments that John Calipari will make from a defensive standpoint against the Bulldogs.
Here's Jurisic coming off that career-best 22-point performance, turning it over. Here's James Young with Kentucky's first possession. Harrison the kick to his brother. And Aaron Harrison knocks down the first shot of the game. Kentucky coming off his 68-51 win Tuesday against Texas A&M. And Billy Kennedy, head coach for Texas A&M, said the physicality of the Wildcats is the biggest issue for his team.
Georgia's going to zone here. It's a 1-2-2. Brandon Morris is at the top of that zone.
Willie Cauley-Stein with an offensive rebound. Kentucky, the #2 rebounding team in the country. Here's Julius Randle, averaging a double-double.
Against the zone, you see Randle moving up to the foul line area. There's the gap in that zone. One dribble straight up, uses the left hand and knocks it down.
He's only played in 3 games this season. You said one of the keys for this Georgia team will be knocking down some outside shots. They hit their first. Dakari Johnson bullies his way inside. He's starting to really turn it off. Man pulls up and way off the mark with a 3. This Georgia team not very good from outside. Just 4.5 threes a game, 12th in the SEC. Young off of the line. On Wednesday, Randall saw some daylight, was cut off.
Georgia's very thin in the backcourt. Taylor Eccles is on the floor right now. He's a walk-on, a second-year walk-on for the Dogs.
Young for 3.
Nice pass outside by Julius Randle, finding the open James Young. You notice Kentucky will switch, screens out on the perimeter.
Willie Cauley-Stein comes around Dixon to get a steal.
Dixon's not real physical in the low post to hold him off.
Look at that lob to Poitras. Harrison, great vision. Poitras, great bounce.
If you run the floor and beat your man down the court, you'll get passes like that. Beautiful job by Aaron Harrison. Throw it to the rim. The big fella's behind the defense, goes up and flushes it.
These freshmen and these young kids have really come a long ways. Now he wants them to move along as a team. So that's the next phase of them making that next step. Randall for 3. Hit his first one last weekend. Hits his second today.
How about that?
They've already hit 3 today. Julius Randle's got one of them.
That time against the zone, he just steps up right in the middle of the zone and shoots the facing jump shot. The rejection from the help side defensively, and now the 3-point basket. 6'9". Well, Julius Randle with the assist, and James Young, the lefty, he plays a little string music.
Shot clock inside of 10. Man down the lane, tried to throw it down. Cannon found it and got rejected by Harrison. Here comes Kentucky. Willis down the lane with the left hand.
Andrew Harrison, the point guard, off this missed dunk, is going to block John Cannon. There's the rejection there by Willie Cauley-Stein on the dunk, and then the block again. And the freshman from Mount Washington, Kentucky, Derek Willis.
Maybe Dixon, fresh off of the bench, deflecting it up and in. Aaron Harrison unevaded to the rim. 1 of 2 from Morris, who leads Georgia with 5. Here's Poitras around Thornton.
Tell you what, he's playing so well. John Calipari wanted to get some minutes for Derek Willis. Significant minutes here this afternoon in the first half for the freshman from Bullitt East High School, Mount Washington, Kentucky. Crowd favorite here.
Andrew Harrison wanted a screen from Johnson and got it to knock down the jumper. First half where Kentucky went on a 20-2 run at one point. But rebounding, keeping Georgia in the game.
Georgia's going to stay with the 1-2-2 zone. Kentucky goes right inside. Nice job of running zone offense. Georgia continues to lead on the boards. They're doing an excellent job, especially defensive rebounding, holding Kentucky to only one shot attempt.
Aaron Harrison got it. Boy, they needed a shot. He delivered it.
But on the offensive end, the ball movement, inside out reversal, gets an easy look for Harrison.
Man down the lane, throws it away. Ed Williams wide open. Instead, it's Young.
Push the action, especially off turnovers, and that time they got it ahead to James Young. He's a lefty, getting anything they want offensively. A little brush screen there, and just the simple one bounce up and in. The zone has slowed them down a little bit offensively. Georgia just hanging around here.
Randall gets triple teamed, so finds Young for three.
Converge around Julius Randall. That is respect right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nice muscle to get it out of the traffic, throw it out to James Young.
Here's Morris trying to sneak it into Jurisic. Good defense from Andrew Harrison. Harrison down the lane, able to finish. One of the issues for Georgia trying to come from behind is they really don't have an outside threat outside of this guy who's not had any open looks. What is he doing? Here's Harrison trying to make him pay.
I'll tell you what, they're so good doing that.
Young out of the corner for three. His third three of the game. And Young into double figures with 10. Foul was on Taylor Eccles, his second. Cauley-Stein is all alone. The 7-footer finishes.
Great pass by Andrew Harrison. Yeah, Eccles is a walk-on, mentioned before, from Eagles Landing High School in McDonough, Georgia. He's the same high school that produced Desmond Ringer, who plays for South Carolina.
Cauley-Stein breaking out of that slump. Jurisic blocked by Cauley-Stein. Got that one right at the peak of its arc. Harrison lobbing for Poitras. Block of the game for Kentucky here.
Defense leads the offense. There's the shot, keeps it in play, and at the other end, watch Poitras continue to move toward the basket. As he makes the cut down the baseline, he gets the lob from Harrison, and the easy basket in transition.
When we get to crunch time into March is going to give Kentucky the biggest issues.
Well, you know, a lot of people think you need to zone a big team like this, but I personally think you got to man Kentucky so you have blockout responsibilities. Kentucky's gotten anything they want in the lane against that zone.
I think Aaron Harrison wanted to throw this thing down, and they got fouled.
Haven't played a lot this year. Getting a chance to play with Gaines and Frazier both out. Or Parker, I should say.
Randall plus the foul. Moving the adjacent convention center so you can see Rupp on more than just one side. And shot was altered, came out to Randall. Randall with bad intentions.
Loose ball defensively. Julius Randall, watch him head and shoulder fake. Cross over to the left side and takes it all the way. Jurisic, no match. Who's Raptors hanging from the Rupp Arena roof.
Hood will launch and hit. Out on two that the crowd loves. Got three freshmen on the floor, 3 of the 9 on the roster, and then the 2 seniors. Hood and Polson. This when camp started and those 9 seniors, their 9 freshmen showed up. Look at the seniors hooking up.
Great job by Hood, feeding to Jared Paulson.
So Kentucky will get win number 7 out of its last 8, and until Ole Miss plays Mississippi State for the moment, will be all alone in second place in the SEC. Paulson finds room down the lane. Lee able to follow. Finishes the game by running him out of the gym. The man getting his first field goal. It was a short-handed Georgia team that fought hard for about 30 minutes.
Kentucky played really well today. Georgia battled, but the Big Blues getting better, Joe.
Coach Fox and Coach Cal share a good moment there after the buzzer. Georgia falls to 4-2 with its 2 losses coming to the top 2 teams in the conference, and Florida and Kentucky both on the road. The final score, 79-54. Kentucky wins its 21st consecutive game at home. We'll hear from Coach Cal in just a moment, but for now, we send you to the SEC TV studio with Dari and Kyle.